どうも。
どうもです。
始まってますね、これ。
もう始まってましたか。
始まってます。
お久しぶりです。
どうも、ご無沙汰してます。
ご無沙汰しております。今日はですね、ワイキキに来てみました。
はい。
しかもマイクね、今日はマイクを持ってるわけよ。
どうしたんですか。
今日はですね、よく視聴者さんの人から、レストランとか行った時に、チップって大体ぶっちゃけいくら払うもんなのみたいな、なんかいろいろチップの動画とかあるけど、実際なんかよくわからんと。ということで、やっぱこれは本場のなんだ本場の
アメリカ人、
そうアメリカ人とかローカルの人に聞いた方が一番いいのかなと思って、大体皆さんいくらぐらいチップを払ってるのかなと思って、今日はそういう相場を知ろうってこと？そう、相場を
ちょっと調査するってこと？
そういうことうまいね。そういう場をチェックする回です。というわけで、じゃあちょっと今もうどこにいるかわかります？ここは今ワイキキの荒川通りのチーズケーキファクトリーにいるんですが、
わかるでしょ全然。
この歩いてる観光客の方たちに、チップは大体何%ぐらい払ってるのかなっていう、朝食とランチのチップと、あとディナーと、あと最後にテイクアウトにもチップを払うのかなとか、その4つの質問を。
テイクアウトってチップ払う必要ある？
僕はですね、マクドナルドじゃなかったら払う。
何%？
でもテイクアウトは10から15、でも実際 10% ぐらいなのかな。
そのぐらい？
そうですね、10% ぐらいで、テイクアウトだったら昼でも夜でも大体10ぐらいだけど、普通の例えば朝食にレストランに食べに行った時は10から15とかで、ランチいくらぐらいかな、15から20ぐらいかな、ランチは。
ちょっと上がるね。
で、ディナーは20から25って言いたいけど、20から22くらいかな、なんかもうその19から22ぐらいかな、をディナーで払う感じかな。これはでもやっぱみんな人によって払う。はい、救急車が来ました。救急車が来たので、ちょっと、救急車ちょっと取ります。それぞれ始めていきますか。
そうですね。
緊張してきた。
汗かいてるよ、大丈夫。
緊張のなんか悪い汗が出てきた。こういうの緊張しない？なんか。
確かに。
どう思いますか？
確かに。
どうなんですか？
練習？
それでは
練習ね。
何%チップを払っておりますか？
時間帯って今？
時間帯はですね、今日木曜日の午後、もう午後1時だって、午後1時だって。もう午後1時なんだけど、どうしよう。やばいやばい。もうちょっと早い時間かなと思ったんですけど、午後1時で、もうコテコテの観光名所。
デュークス堂前。
デュークスかかなく前に来ましたよ。
来ましたよ。
ここら辺じゃあインタビューしますか。
する
？Yeah? Okay. Awesome. できました。What's your name and where you guys come from?
I'm Rick. We're from Kansas City.
Oh, what's that?
Go Chiefs.
Kim, go Chiefs! I'm Hannah.
All right. Thank you for having.
Oh, that's Brian. That's Brian.
Brian.
Ashley over there, the theme
It is Ashley.
Springfield, Missouri.
Hi, Ashley. How much tips do you pay at the breakfast at the restaurant?
20%.
20% plus.
What about the lunchtime?
Oh, we never change. It's always 20 or
Always the same.
Oh, so I assume the dinner time is going to be the same?
Yeah, always.
Well, you spend more at dinner than you do at lunch.
375%.
Awesome. Last question. Do you guys pay tips at the takeout?
Yes.
Hey, so how much?
10%.
I do not. If he's not with me, I don't pay it.
Oh, what's the reason why you don't pay?
He's handing me food. I mean, goodness. I'm really bad. He always goes and gets it.
What's the reason why you pay for the tips?
Because I'm glad they've got a job and that I'm not paying them not to work
All right.
that way.
Do you tip, Hannah?
I tip baristas and like at restaurants. But other than that, I don't.
All right, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. Oh, there's your bus.
Right
You're gonna run it. Don't miss it. All right. Yep. Awesome. 見つかりました。What's your name and where you come from?
Vincent from Los Angeles.
LA.
Cleve from Los Angeles. How much tips are you guys gonna pay at the breakfast at the restaurant?
Well, if you go into a restaurant, I figure probably somewhere around 20 to 25%, depending on how much what the service is like.
Probably closer to 25 at least.
What about the lunchtime?
I think it's pretty much the same. I don't really see a differential between the two, so probably between 20 and 25%. I mean, if it's a snack bar or something like that, maybe if it's just them handing you something, then I won't pay as much. I'll put maybe like a couple dollars down on it.
Okay, so what about the dinner time then?
Dinner, once again, actually, if you take it back, like a higher end place like the Royal Hawaiian or something, we had like cocktails at dinner by the poolside, and the view is just really spectacular. And the meals are not that expensive. So I up it.
So you want to pay more. How much percentage you pay at the dinner time?
I don't know what it ends up being percentage wise, but you're looking at probably another
30%.
10% at least more. So like maybe 25%, 30%.
Do you pay tips at the takeout?
That's what I'm talking about. So he doesn't.
I click no because
He
No.
doesn't. But
no.
I do $1 or $2 depending on how much it is. Yes.
Oh, what's the reason why you don't pay the tips at the takeout?
Because they're not bringing it out to the table and serving me.
And what's the reason why you pay the tips at the takeout?
Because I think that they're probably not making that much money behind the counter there, but so it's a little bit of something to let them like at least give me a smile at least.
I see. All right. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. All right. Have a good one. Thank you. なるほど。面白いですね。でもチップのパーセンテージが最初からちょっと高いなと思いました。ちょっと余裕がある系かな。
そうですね。ご出身によっても違うのかしら。LA とかだともう向こうも物価も高いし。
でもね、カリフォルニアの人は確かに払う分がすごい多いなと僕はちょっとひしひしと感じてました。物価ね、すごい高いから。カリフォルニアは
LA なんて一番高いね。
超高いよね。かなりお金あると思いますよ。So what's your name and where are you from?
Chris, I'm from Toronto.
Okay, so how much tips do you pay at the breakfast at the restaurant?
Breakfast, maybe 10%.
Okay, what about the lunchtime?
Lunch is 15, 20, depending on service.
What about the dinner time?
About, yes, 15 to 20, depending on service.
Okay, so the last question, do you pay tips for the takeout?
No, not on takeout.
What's the reason why you don't pay the tips for the takeout?
Just, they'd have to make it anyway, I guess. There's no service, I guess, being provided other than giving it to you.
Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
払いません。面白いね。
さっぱりでしたね。
でも今のなんか的確な感じでしたね。
そうですね。
大体毎回こんなパーセントって決めてんでしょうね。
でしょうねっていう感じですかね。行ってみる？
見てみましょうか。Excuse me? We are taking a YouTube video asking people about how much tips you pay at the restaurants. Can I interview you guys?
Is that okay?
Awesome. Okay, so what's your name and where you guys come from?
Hi, I'm Grace. This is Justin. We're from Los Angeles, California.
Awesome. So how much do you guys pay the tips at the breakfast?
At breakfast? Usually it depends. I try to take the tax and I double it, and that's whatever I do. But we're from LA, so I add a little more on here because the tax is lower in Honolulu.
Oh, okay. So the tax here is 4.712.
Yeah.
So it's about like twice much of the tax.
Yeah.
So what about the lunchtime then?
Honestly, I do that for everything. Everywhere I go, I just double the tax, and then I add on a little more because, again, in California, the tax is a little higher opposed to Honolulu.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So I assume it's going to be the same way at the dinner time too?
Yeah, everything's pretty much the same. Yeah, for dinner, we add on maybe a little more because I feel like it's more intimate opposed to breakfast or lunch. But yeah, overall, it's the same.
So the last question, do you guys pay tips for the takeout?
Typically, yes. It just depends on, I feel like if I vibe with like the person that took my order or how much they did, if I asked for any substitutions, how much went into their service, I guess you could say.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Thank you. いいね。すごい。カメラ慣れしてそうな子でしたね。だいたいタックスの2倍って言ってたけど、カリフォルニアタックスちょっと高いからね。カリフォルニアタックスで考えてるんだね。
何パーカリフォルニアって何パー
カリフォルニア超高いじゃないですか。10何パーくらい言ってるよね。違うっけ？
もうね、この場から動かない系ですか？
これちょっと違うとこ行った方がいい。
わかんない。でもここが一番でもまあ、いいっちゃいい。
じゃあね、ここをね、選んだ理由はね、信号があるから止まるじゃん。立ち止まるからいいかなと思ったんですけど、
そういう理由ね。
もうちょっとあっちとかの方が人いると思います？
いやでも一番多いのはここかなって感じはしますね。やっぱホテルもあるし、あっちでも行っても悪くはないかなと思いますけど、行ってみますか？
どっちの方がいいの？ビーチウォークとかの方が行った方がいい？
ちょっとビーチウォークもいいかなと思ったけど、一回やってみる。
ビーチウォークの方にしようか。いいってすんごい大きいの来た。また本日の消防車2台目です。
来ました。
というわけで来ました。こちらビーチウォークに来ました。
はい。
どうでしょう？インタビューさせてくれそうな
人いるかな？Can I ask you something? So like we're shooting a YouTube video right now.
No.
It's for the Japanese people though, but like you know, it's for the
Ohayou gozaimasu.
you know, how much do you tip?
How much do I tip?
Yeah.
So Japanese people don't tip, but typically it all depends. So like if you're at Starbucks, for me, like that's your job. Like you literally do that. But if you go out of your way, like I don't know, I feel like it's almost natural to just press the 15% if you're at Starbucks or like somewhere like Musubi Cafe. But if you're at a restaurant, please tip 20%.
How much do you pay in the breakfast at the restaurant?
How much do I tip for breakfast?
Yeah.
It's always for me 20 to 25%. If it's exceptional service and like they're going out of the way, I don't think people realize this, but most of like restaurant servers and waitress, they don't get like majority of their income is the tip. So they get paid a lot less hourly, you know? So instead of the standard, I don't know how much people get paid, but like maybe $15 an hour, they get like maybe $7 and they rely on all their cash tips. So if they don't get that, they're really only making $7 an hour.
Right.
True that. But we do love our Japanese guests. We love them. You guys are the best.
What's your name and where you from?
Oh, yeah.
So my name is Ryan Roberts. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I've lived out here for the past 8 years. And yeah, I love Hawaii. But yeah, it's a melting pot out here. So you meet a lot of people from Japan, China, Indonesia, all over the United States, Canada, Europe. So
Thank you so much for your time.
You guys have a great day today. I appreciate you and mahalo.
Alright, mahalo. Appreciate it. めちゃくちゃ素晴らしい回答が来ました。カメラ慣れしてるかのようにすごいスラスラと答えてくれてね。
カメラをね、見てたの。
出たい感じだった。At the restaurant, but it depends on the breakfast, dinner, and the lunchtime. Yeah. So we are asking, like the non-Japanese people, that how much people are paid.
Can I see from that side?
From Australia, we don't tip.
Oh, you guys.
We're from Australia, so we don't tip.
So, do you pay tips while you are in Hawaii?
Yeah, I do.
How much tips do you pay at the breakfast?
It's always about 20%, I think. Or it's always set. There's either 15, 20, or something else. 30, I think it is. Yeah.
Well, what about the lunchtime?
It's all the same. Yeah.
It's the same.
I think 20, like, depends on the amount. If it's a big amount, yeah, 20. I think we're generally speaking 20.
Is it the same at the dinner time too?
20% still.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, 20, 25, yeah.
Well, the
Service, I pay more.
Oh, yeah. How much are you willing to pay if the service?
50.
No way. それはない。Last question.
Yeah.
Do you pay tips at the takeout?
No.
No.
You're not-
Why is that?
Because you're not dining in.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. Have a good one. ちょっと一番避けてたって言っちゃちょっと申し訳ないんですけど、一番避けてたオーストラリアの方でした。オーストラリアって日本と同じでチップがないんですよ。ハワイって特にオーストラリアの観光客の人も多いので、オーストラリアか日本人はチップを払わないみたいな、ちょっとそういうね、ネタが、なんか砂がすごい飛んできたんだけど。
私も結構叩いてる誰かが。
ハワイだと日本の人とオーストラリアの人はチップは払わないっていうちょっとね、よく聞くので、ちょっとオーストラリアの方は避けてたんですけど、すごいまた砂すごくないこれ大丈夫？
大丈夫。
そういうことで、じゃあまた来た。 it's a Gina in Hawaii というわけで、愛ちゃんのおかげで、撮影がすることができました。ね、どうでした今日は？
今日はどうでしたっていうか、そうですね。面白かったね、でもね。
なんだ、テイクアウトで払わない人も結構いるっていうことで、ちょっとびっくりでした、僕は。ちょっと意外でしたわね。
ちょっと意外ですね。
でも、基本僕は、払うので、みんなに払ってもらいたいなっていうのはあるんですが、テイクアウト。
ちょっと気持ちでも。
まあ、そういうわけで、今日は、まあ、食べ物関係っちゃ、まあ、食べ物関係ですね。今日はレストラン系の、レストランに行った時にチップをどれくらい払うものなのかっていうのをちょっとインタビューしてみました。今回の動画が面白いと思った方は、いいねボタンとチャンネル登録の方よろしくお願いします。それでは皆さん、本日も一日お過ごしください。それでは、Have a nice day! And アロハ。アロハ。